Okay, hello Banu. I'm going to mark your paper now. Okay, first thing, good that you highlighted all the keywords that you should stick to and identifying the skill. Also pointing out the background context. Okay, but in your sources, you did not annotate is it effective or not effective. Okay, this is actually to help you point out which sources are easier to cross-refer to and what is the main message of each source. Okay, let's look at 1A. Okay, so 1A is asking about what does source A tell you about management of discrimination. Okay, this is open-ended, so you need to tell me exactly is it effective or ineffective. Okay, your answer says source A tells, good, you use back the keyword, that Australians are not racist. Our question is asking you about management of discrimination. So you must answer back to the question. Let's see the rest of your answer. 62.7% not prejudiced. 76% would stand up. Okay, this is the evidence. Good. This shows that Australians are not racist, okay? They would not really care. They would not stand up for them. Because of the skin color. Okay, so you did not answer back to the question. What about the management? Okay, please take note. Be very sensitive to the question focus here. Okay, every question has a different question focus, as we will see. So you only have you have the main inference, but you did not answer the question. So you will only get L35. Okay, the final mark is really for this answering back to the question. Okay, be careful, some markers are very very strict. If they don't see this at all, they will mark you down all the way. Okay, let's see 1B. Why was infographic published? Okay, your 1B. This infographic was published to convince the Australian people. Australian people is English, it's Australians. Okay, not to be not racist towards others. Okay, this is the main message. Australia is one of the most multicultural, is low and discrimination is high, not really harmonious. Okay, you have the, let me look at the mark scheme. Okay, you have evidence, message. Since the willingness to cooperate is low, discrimination is high, will be scared. Okay, this means that will not have this whole part. Why do you go on to talk about this whole part? Is it from the source? This whole part is actually not necessary. Okay, if you're trying to explain the context, what you should do instead is turn back to the background info. Okay, the context is here because from time to time there is still acts of discrimination against Aboriginals and Muslims. Okay, this is what you should use back for context. So the outcome of this is to make the Australians scared that they may lose their jobs. This is not true. Okay, but lead to Australians being less racist. The outcome, you need to be an action. So perhaps you should say take proactive action in blah blah blah. Okay, so for this, let me just write down the comment first. Refer to background info for context. Okay, for this you will be awarded L3. Let me see. L45. Okay, the final 6 marks is on the context and the outcome, which is missing. Okay. Okay, next question. How different are sources C and D? How different is open-ended? That means I must see one similarity and one difference, because how different means there are some similarity, right? So your 1C is jumbled up. Okay, let's see. Sources C and D are different in terms of good, Australia being a cohesive society. Okay, these are common criteria. It's only a handful of people who are very narrow-minded. We are issues that do not even fully know everything. Just see some Muslim being terrorists. Okay, so link back to cohesiveness. Okay, because your point you mentioned cohesive, so you can just add one line saying that this shows that not all Australians are working towards cohesiveness. Okay, however, source me tells me that multicultural is a glue, envy of the world. Okay, there's evidence. So this will be L3. This shows that Australians respect one another cultures, do not really judge. Okay, again, cohesiveness. Okay, the next paragraph, sources C and D are similar in terms of making Australia a cohesive society. Source C tells me that, okay, ask us, we can explain to you. Australians should talk to one another. Very good. Okay, L4. Similarly, source D says that we should do more to learn. It shows that people, okay, not exactly people want to know more, but people should, because it's by the minister in this source, right? Okay. Okay, in this case, actually your explanation here is not very complete, so I'll give you up to L45. Okay. Okay, let's see 1D. Okay, in what ways is source E reliable about discrimination? Okay, again, it's an open-ended question, just like this. That means you need to pinpoint to me, is it present or not present? Okay. 1D. Okay. Source E is reliable in saying that discrimination is getting bad, good in Australia. You expect better from us. You expect that we would have learned from what happened, but unfortunately we haven't. Okay. Of being racist, they do not want to learn anything. Let me look at my mark scheme. L3. Okay, but Australians want to repeat, means governments in continuing, no E, continuing discrimination and racism. Okay, there's a link. Similarly, avoid this word to confuse. If not, you're confused with the other skill. Okay, when you cross refer to source F also supports in saying that discrimination is getting bad, good. This is evident. 12 to 29% more likely to be in prison. L4. This shows that Australia is suspended based on their race. Okay. When people they will not get caught. You're talking about white. Okay, if you are white, you will not get caught. Yes. Okay, don't need the last line. Okay, it doesn't answer your focus about discrimination. Since source F supports source E is reliable in saying that. Very good. Okay, L4, 6 marks. Okay, keep it up. Lastly, okay, question E, how useful is source F in showing that Australia has not been effective? Not, okay, source F is not useful, that means I must see contradicts. Good, saying it has not been effective in managing. Okay, source F says that when you're a judge, okay, it's the same evidence. Good. Racist. Okay, very good. Cross refer contradicts. Effective. Please come and talk to us. Peaceful approach. Know how to handle and solve when a discrimination or racism problem occurs to them. Not useful. Okay, your source C answer is a bit. Let me think about it. Okay, so you are saying that based on this evidence, this shows that Australians know how to handle and solve when discrimination occurs. But what is this saying about discrimination? It has occurred, right? That means there is still racism. That means Australia has not been effective in managing discrimination. Do I make sense? Okay, so in this case, please pick the right evidence to argue. Okay, so in this case, I can only award you up to L3 4 for this paragraph. This paragraph is well written, but it doesn't answer back to this part about discrimination. Okay, so for this, L3 4. Okay, last question, the essay question. Okay, based on extract 1, they already point out the problem context here is increasing diabetes, possible causes, unhealthy diet, lack of exercise. From this, you can go on to think about your solutions. Okay, 2 ways to help prevent. This is the question focus which you must come back to later. Okay, firstly, government can encourage to take healthy diet twice a week, exercise 5 times a week. Okay, in an advertisement, very good, very specific. Okay, in a visual advertisement, they will not forget these consequences, stay inside their mind, do not want to experience consequences, therefore they would start L3. Okay, this part is the explanation. This will reduce number. This is a link. Very good. Secondly, government can say that if people post, okay, you are creating a challenge. Okay, so the government can create a challenge. Best post, certain amount of money. Twice every week. This is your description. People will compete and get money. Okay, L3. Okay, so go on to say, how will exercising prevent diabetes? Okay, so you should say something like when people exercise, the body actually works out and it helps to burn off excess calories which should not be stored as fats, blah blah blah. Okay, so in this case it will be L3. Let me see. L36. Okay, a very good score. I'll add out the marks for you.